Balik mo din sa una, sa first part. So, good day, sir and classmates. So, today we will discussing the life and theory of Gene Watson's, the theory of transpersonal caring, or the theory of human caring. So, before we start, I would like to introduce the group reporter. So, we have Aika May Samson, Joanne Salon, yours truly, Vicente Salaver, and lastly, we have Ella May Sagit. The introduction and contents of the report, we have the overview, which is get to know about Dr. Gene Watson's nursing theory, its major concepts, assumptions, and application to nursing in this report. For the contents, we have life and biography of Gene Watson's, philosophy and theory of transpersonal caring. We have 1.1, 10 curative factors, 1.2, Watson's hierarchy of needs, 1.3 assumptions, 1.4 major concept and sub-concepts. We have Watson's theory and nursing process, 3.1 analysis, 3.2 strength, 3.3 weakness, 3.4 conclusion. So let's start. Gene Watson's, an American nurse theorist and nursing professor known for her philosophy and theory of transpersonal caring. She has also written numerous texts, including Nursing, the Philosophy and Science of Caring, which is the book. Watson's study on caring has been integrated into education and patient care to various nursing schools and healthcare facilities worldwide. Gene Watson was born Margaret Jean Harmon and grew up in Welch, West Virginia in the Appalachians Mountains. She was the youngest of the 8 and was surrounded by extended family community environment. Watson attended high school in West Virginia and then Lewis Gale School of Nursing in Roanoke, Virginia, where she graduated in 1961. For her personal life, in 1997, she experienced an accidental injury that resulted in the loss of her left eye. Then Watson stated that she is attempting to integrate these woods into my life and work. And of these gifts, through the suffering was the privilege of experience and receiving my own theory through the care for my husband and loving nurses, friends, and colleagues. So this personal life of Gene Watson at the alternating events contribute to write and inspire her third book, which is The Postmodern Nursing and Beyond. So for her education, Gene Watson ardently and quickly progressed through her nursing education, earning her bachelor degree in nursing in 1964, a Master of Science in Psychiatric and Mental Health Nursing in 1996, and a Doctor of Philosophy in Education, Psychology, and Counseling in 1973, all from the University of Colorado at Boulder. Next po. Next slide. Career and appointments. In 1980s, Watson and colleagues established the Center of Human Caring at the University of Colorado, the nation's first interdisciplinary center committed to using human caring knowledge for clinical practice, scholarship, administration, and leadership. At this center, Watson and other sponsors clinical, educational, and community scholarship activities and human caring projects. So from 1983 to 1990, she was the Dean of University of Colorado School of Nursing and Associate Director of Nursing Practice at University Hospital. In 2005, she took a sabbatical for a walking pilgrimage in the Spanish El Camino, and in 2008, Watson created a nonprofit foundation, Watson's Caring Science Institute to further the work of caring science in the world. Next slide po. For her works, so Watson was the author of 11 books shared in the author's authorship of 6 books and has written countless nursing journal articles. So the following publication reflect her theory of caring from her ideas about the philosophy and science of caring. So one of her first book is The Nursing, The Philosophy and Science of Caring in 1979. So the first book was developed from her notes from an undergraduate course, though at the University of Colorado. So this work or book embraced the 10 curative factors but included the Caritas process, making implicit connection between caring and loving of patient and nurse interaction. So next slide. Awards and honors. So in 1992, the University of Colorado School of Nursing honored Watson as a distinguished professor of nursing. She received 6 honorary doctoral degrees from university in the United States and 3 honorary doctorates in international university, including Göteborg University in Sweden, Luton University in London, and the University of Montreal in Quebec, Canada. Also, she received the National League of Nursing or the NLN Martha E. Rogers Award, which recognized nurses scholars significance contribute to advancing nursing knowledge and knowledge in other health science in 1993. In 1997, the NLN Award her an honorary lifetime certificate as a holistic nurse. Finally, in 1999, Watson assumed the nation's first Murchison Cuvelle Indo Chair of Caring Science and currently is a distinguished professor of nursing. So Jean Watson has been active and hardworking in many programs during her career. So she has received several research grants and scholarship in human caring. So next po.
Philosophy
Next
and theory. Okay, please. Philosophy and theory of transpersonal caring. Watson's philosophy and science of caring is concerned with how nurses express care to their patients. Her theory stresses the humanistic aspect of nursing as they intertwine with scientific knowledge and nursing practice. The nursing model states that nursing is concerned with promoting health, preventing illness, caring for the sick, and restoring health. It focuses on health promotion as well as the treatment of diseases. So, syempre, lagi natin naririnig yung salitang caring, kaya alam na natin din yon. When someone close to you is sick, you care for this person. Parang ganun lang yung concept natin ng caring. Not until Jean Watson theory. Because according to her, caring is also a science. Science means it has its own knowledge. Basically, we have our own way of how we care for patient that other person cannot and won't do. Tayo lang as nurses, meron tayong special way of caring for person or patient na back up by knowledge. Di ba parang hindi ka lang basta nag-carry kasi yung simple word na caring, minsan ginagamit din natin siya. The fact that you ask somebody kung okay lang siya, kung kamusta lang siya. Is that being caring? Yes, no? Pero hindi lang ganon ibig sabihin natin ng human caring sa theory niya. In her theory, it's transpersonal. Ibig sabihin, tumatawid yung caring mo from one another, ikaw yun, at ito yung tinatawid mo sa ibang tao. According to Watson, caring is central to nursing practice and promotes health better than a simple medical cure. She believes that a holistic approach to health care is central to the practice of caring in nursing. Also, according to her theory, caring can be demonstrated and practiced by nurses. Caring for patients promotes growth and a caring environment except for as person as they are. Look at what they may become. Next slide, please. Watson also defined 3 of the 4 meta-paradigm concepts in nursing, including the person or human being, health, and nursing. Human being, as a valued person in and of themselves to be cared for, respected, nurtured, understand, and assisted. So it's a special being, no? In general, a person's philosophical view as a fully functional, integrated self. It's the holistic person. Health, defined as a high level of overall physical, mental, and social functioning. A general adaptation maintenance level of a daily functioning, the absence of illness or the presence of effort leading to the absence of illness. So wala nang problema yun kasi high level na siya. Health. She defined health as the unity and harmony within the mind, body, and soul, and is associated with a degree of congruence between the self as perceived and the self as the experience. Kasi sometimes, iba yung iniisip mo, iba yung experience mo. Kasi yung iniisip mo na magaling ako, makakatayo ako, kaya kong lumakad. But the body cannot. Nursing is a science of person and health illness experience mediated by a professional. Personal, scientific, and ethical care interaction. Pag sinabi nating ethical, ito yung acceptable practices and its involved teammates. So, hindi lang siya iisa. It is mediated by other professionals. Hindi lang si nurse, kundi may other team pa. It is a multidisciplinary action from other teammates. And from the doctors, the interns, the nurses, the labs, the technicians, may interaction din between that teamwork. Thank you. Next slide, please.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, classmates. I am Ella May Sakit, and I am explaining the 10 curative factors. So, what is 10 curative factors? These are the factors that need to be addressed while you are caring for your patients. From the curative term, it is to contrast curative. From the word curative is to cure. This is the contrast from nurses to doctor. So, Watson's offered a translation of the original curative factors into Caritas Clinical, a Caritas process that suggested ways to apply the 10 curative factors. Why the 10 curative factors need to address by nurses? Para maibigay yung care. So, ang tanong, paano ma-address ang 10 curative factors? The answer is through Caritas process. The Caritas process, these are ways to apply the 10 curative factors. Okay, ang curative factors ay technically binigay to guide for the care of nursing. Nursing. So we're now going to the first curative factors. The first curative factor is forming humanistic altruistic value system. This is practice of loving kindness and equanimity within the context of caring consciousness. So from the word loving kindness and the word altruistic, this is being a selfless. For example is a mother. Parang kasi yung nanay natin, iniisip na lang yung nararamdaman ng mga anak nila kesa sa sarili nila. So, being a nurse, parang mas iisipin mo yung ikabubuti ng patient mo kesa sa sarili mong ikabubuti. Parang ganun. So the second factor is the instilling faith, hope. This is being authentically present and enabling and sustaining the deep belief system and subjective life world of self and one being cared for. So from the word authentically present and the deep belief system, dapat palagi kang nandyan. Or the quote simply authentically present. For example, yung patient mo is malapit ng mamatay. So, syempre, ikaw, gusto mo bang mamatay na mag-isa? Kaya, para naman mabawi yung hope niya, kailangan mo siyang damayan. Kailangan through the process. So, we're going to the third factor. So, the third factor is the cultivating a sensitivity to self and others. Cultivation of one's own spiritual practices and transpersonal self going beyond the ego self. Okay, from the word spiritual practices and transpersonal self going beyond the ego self, alamin mo yung weaknesses and strength mo. Why? Because may saying kasi na you cannot give what you do not have. So, hindi mo naman maibibigay yung wala ka. Kaya alamin mo yung weakness and strength mo. So, dadako na tayo sa fourth factor, which is the developing a healthy trust relationship. Development of a healthy trust relationship, developing and sustaining a helping, trusting, authentic, caring relationship. Okay. We need patience, trust to help them. 'Di ba lahat ng relationship, trust ang foundation? Trust yung foundation niya. So, paano mo magagamot yung patient mo kung wala siyang trust sa'yo? Sasabihin niya sa'yo, baka mali-mali ang tinutusok mo sa akin, hindi ka marunong, baka mamaya may lason yan yung pagkain na bibigay mo. Kaya, yun yung factor na kailangan ng nurse. Yun mo muna yung trust ng patients mo para matulungan mo sila. So, number 5, promoting an expression of feelings. The promotion and acceptance of the expression positive and negative feelings. So, being present to and supportive of the expression of positive and negative feelings as a connection with deeper spirit and the one being cared for. So, the word connection with deeper spirit, being present or mag-share yung patience mo if you have trusting relationship na na-build sa factor number 4. Patients are sharing their thoughts and feelings kapag may tiwala sila sa'yo. So, if the patients verbalize his or her feelings, the first thing you need to do is listen. Yun lang, makinig ka lang sa mga sabihin niya kahit wala ng kwenta, kahit na patungkol sa buhay niya. Yun lang, makinig lang. So number 6 is the using problem solving for decision making. The systematic use of the scientific problem solving method for decision making became systematic use of a creative problem solving caring process. So creative use of self and all ways of knowing as part of the caring process. This is to engage in the artistry of caring to healing practices. So, familiar naman siguro tayo sa nursing process. Sa keyword natin, scientific problem solving, the systematic use, the systematic process, papasok dito ang nursing process, which which was the assessment, assessment, diagnosis, plan or implementation, evaluation. Magkikare tayo sa patient for following the processes. Kasi when we were care for patients, hindi lang barang-barang kumilos, parang palpalaran sa Ilocano. So we follow series of steps, systematic steps, and scientific steps. So para ma-care mo yung patient mo, kailangan mong sundin yung mga systematic process. So, and insert all patients ay dadaan sa ADPI. For example, you need assessment bago ka makapag-diagnose. So if you diagnose, makakapag-plan ka, implementation, and after that, makakapag-evaluation ka na. So the seven is the promoting teaching learning. The promotion of transpersonal teaching learning is engaging in genuine teaching learning experience that attends to unity of being and meaning, attempting to stay within others. Okay. So, sino sa inyo dito yung pinangarap maging teacher? Ako din, pinangarap ko din maging teacher. Tsaka don't worry kasi kapag nag-nurse ka, magiging teacher ka. Magiging teacher ka, excuse me. So, do we need to teach patient? Bakit tayo maging teacher? Kasi do we need to teach patient? Of course, maraming mga bagay na hindi naiintindihan ng mga pasyente, lalo na sa kalagayan nila. So, we need to teach them. At saka, feeling ko mas teacher pa yung mga nurse kaysa sa doktor na nag-health teaching. Kasi, ang doktor, once na may appointment ka, i-check lang nila. Aalamin nila kung paano nila i-cure yung sakit mo. Unlike sa nurse, sasamahan ka, sasabihan ka, tuturuan ka kung ano yung dapat mong gawin sa tayong tutulong sa'yo. So the 8 factors are promoting a supportive environment. This is creating healing environment at all levels. Physical as well as non-physical, social environment of energy and consciousness, whereby wholeness, beauty, comfort, dignity, and peace are potentiated. So, ang ibig sabihin nito ay, first, sa pag-heal ng patient and pag-recover ng patient, mahalaga that we create a caring and helping environment. Dapat yung environment na yun nagpo-promote ng recovery, fast recovery ng pasyente. Example, yung patient mo is matanda. So, ang choice na ay mahina lang yung aircon. So, ikaw naman ang nurse, syempre, you need to consider yung choice ng pasyente mo. So, magiging supportive ka, protective, supportive and protective. So, ikaw namang nurse, ipapahina mo yung aircon. So, ganun yung ibig sabihin ng promoting a supportive environment. Okay, so the 9 is assisting with the gratification of human needs. This is the assisting with basic needs. From the word human needs, it comes with the basic needs. Parang tinuro lang ni Henderson. Ibigay natin or isatisfy natin ang basic needs ng mga pasyente in any aspects, in physiological, body, spirit, and mind. If the patients want to talk to be there, Parang ganun. Ibigay yung basic needs or the human needs. Example na lang dyan, magbibigay na lang ako ng example. Pag siya'y nauuhaw, give him or her water. Pag siya'y nilalamig, give her jacket, clothes. Diba, basic needs? Okay. So, the last factor, lastly, finally, allowing for existential phenomenological forces. This is opening and attending to spiritual, mysterious, and existential dimension of one's non-life death. Soul, care for self, and the one being cared for. Ibig sabihin, your reasons for being or best representation is yung commercial na Nescafe ata yun, yung para kanino ka bumabangon. Or yung isa is I'm willing to let go. So, sasamahan mo lang siya. Tanungin mo, para kanino ka bumabangon? Bawiin mo ulit yung hope niya para mabuhay ulit at lumaban. So, dun sa I'm willing to let go naman, kung ano yung desisyon niya, kung pagod na siya, or gusto na talaga niyang pumunta. So, support. Support lang, samahan mo siya hanggang sa malagutan siya ng hininga. So, yun yung 10 curative factors. Next. Thank you.
So we have Watson's hierarchy of needs. First, we have the lower order biophysical needs or survival needs. So before that, so Watson's hierarchy of needs talks about the gratification of human needs or our needs as a human being, or in short, our basic needs in our daily life. So we have lower order biophysical needs or survival needs. So survival means the fact or act of surviving or continue existence of life. So best example is the food, fluid, elimination, and ventilation. So it also need that we doing it to survive our life. So ito yung needs na ginagamit at kinakailangan natin para mabuhay sa araw-araw. So next hierarchy needs is the lower order or the psychophysical needs or functional needs. So ito naman, so functional means, ang psychophysical means is sharing mental and physical qualities. Ito naman, yung mga best example nito is yung mga needs natin or mga physical needs na ginagawa natin, in activity natin na ginagawa araw-araw, sexuality, that we needed in our life and also we use in our daily life. Next slide. Next, we have higher order psychosocial need or integrative needs. So dito naman, so psychosocial means a condition in which something is required or wanted. So it includes the achievement and affliction. So dito naman, ang best example nito, magbibigay lang ako ng example like you holding the key of your emotional well-being. So 'di ba, ikaw naman yung may hawak ng emotional mo kung paano mo ipakita sa tao, kung paano mo i-express. Tapos we have life satisfaction. So kung sure ka ba dito, parang ganun, parang yung sa sarili mo pinapakita mo na ganun, satisfied ka, ganun. Tapos and success in our life as a human. So lahat naman may gusto maging success, 'di ba? So next we have higher order interpersonal need or growth-seeking needs. So dito naman, this is the desire to grow as an individual. So example nito is self-actualization, which is nare-realize mo yung mga bagay, tapos yung mga fulfillment mo, yung talent mo, doon mo makikita yung potentials, Diyan mo makikita sa higher order interpersonal intra needs. Diyan mo makikita yung mga talents mo at mga potential as a human. So, next slide.
Hi, sir. My name is Joanna Sagan, and I'm discuss about assumption. Watson models make 7 assumptions. Number 1 is caring can be effectively demonstrated and practiced only interpersonally. What is interpersonally? Ito yung involved sa ibang tao. Can you be honest kung wala ka namang involved sa ibang tao, di ba? Hindi mo masasabing caring ka kung di mo kinakausap yung patient mo, di ba? It is possible for us a nurse to claim that he or she is caring for a person kung hindi ka makikipag-interact, kung di tayo makikipag-relate sa ating pasyente. Ibig sabihin, when we care our patient, imposible na hindi natin to gawing interpersonal. It has always involved the nurse and the patient interacting with each other. And number 2 is caring consists of curative factors that result in the satisfaction of certain human needs. Si Jen Watson ang nag-gain sa salitang curative factors, or the root word is care. They have a factor would result to satisfying human needs. If we care our patient, we are satisfying their needs. Ito ay isang paraan na pag-care sa ating patient. Ibigay mo yung mga pangangailangan ng pasyente, whether ito ay physical needs, kung ito ay emotional needs or mental health. We are there to support the patient, and that the one way to show that we care for them. And number 3 is effective caring promotes health and individual or family growth. The effective caring is hindi lang yung caring ang nakaasa sa pangailangan ng pasyente. Ito din ay nakafocus sa pagpo-promote ng health kung saan anong trabaho natin bilang isang nurse. If we want to promote health, di ba, pag sinasabing health promotion, di ba, ang mga pasyente ay wala pang sakit. If you are truly care that person, will you help prevent disease? Na maiwasan ang sakit. Maiwasan ba ang sakit maiwasan ang sakit na tinatawag na care? Ay, mali. Sorry. Ay, mali po pala. Hindi natin maiwasan ang sakit, di ba? Ang tunay na effective caring according to Jen Watson is promoting health. And number 4 is caring response accept the patient as he or she is now, as well as what he or she may become. Bilang isang nurse, we need to accept the patient is acceptance even that he or she may become. Parang futuristic pa lang yung parang hindi pa lang nangyayari, tanggapin na natin, di ba? Parang kailangan mo nang iparamdam na katanggap-tanggap pa rin yung isang tao. And number 5 is a caring environment offers the development of potential while allowing the patient to choose the best action for themselves at a given point in time. Number 5 is the science of caring is complementary to the science of curing. And the number five, no, and the number seven is the practice of caring is central to nursing. So kiniklaim ni Jen Watson na among other health professionals, nursing is the one who can practice caring na hindi kayang ibigay ng iba pang health professional. The next supporter.
So, the major concepts. The philosophy and science of caring have four major concepts. These are the human being, health, environment or society, and nursing. So first, we're going to society. The society provides the values that determine how one should behave and what goals one should strive toward. So, and Watson states, caring and nursing has existed in every society. Every society has had some people who have cared for others. A caring attitude is not transmitted from generation to generation by genes. The culture of the profession transmits it as a unique way of coping with its environment. So, the society provides the values. The second is health. Health is the unity and harmony within the mind, body, and soul. Health is associated with the degree of congruence between the self and the self as experience. It is defined as a high level of overall physical, mental, and social functioning, general adaptive maintenance level of daily functioning, and the absence of illness, or the presence of the efforts leading to the absence of illness. So, for the in short, health is the unity and harmony within the mind, body, and soul. So, ang go lang dito sa health, sa concept ng health is to achieve mind, body, and soul harmony. So, yun yung mapayapa, mapayapang pag-iisip, mapayapang katawan, and yung kaluluwa. So, this is the stress-free. So, yun ang definition niya ng health. Next po. Next po. Next po. So, the human being. Human being is a valued person to be cared for, respected, nurtured, understood, and assisted. In general, a philosophical view of a person as a fully functional, integrated self, a human is viewed as greater than and different from the sum of his or her part. So, explain naman na ni Mrs. Aika Samson yung about sa human being and the nursing. Nursing is a human science of persons and human health illness experiences mediated by professional, personal, scientific, aesthetic, and ethical human care transactions. So yun yung nursing is a human science of persons and human health. So yung nursing daw, yun yung mga taong may special, parang special talent na yun lang yung nakakagawa ng yun lang yung kakaiba yung care. So, sabi naman kanina sa previous report is pwede ka mag-care pero kakaiba yung care ng nursing. Next po. Oh my God. Actual caring occasion. The actual caring occasion involves actions and choices by the nurse and the individual. The moment of coming together on a caring occasion presents the two persons with the opportunity to decide how to be in the relationship and what to do with the moment. So, ang caring occasion is moment when the nurse and another person come together in such a way that an occasion for human caring is created. So you have to consider every moment with patient as a caring moment. So lagi na lang natin iisipin na every moment with patient is caring moment. So sa transpersonal naman, the transpersonal concept is an intersubjective human-to-human relationship in which the nurse is affected by the other person. Both are fully present in the moment and feel a union with the other. They share a phenomenal feel that becomes part of both a life story. So ang transpersonal, di ba ang transpersonal is parang tumatawid sa ibang bagay. Kumbaga yung care mo as a nurse ay tumawid papunta sa patient. Oo, tumawid yung care mo papunta sa patient. So ang transpersonal ay tumatawid parang culture to culture. For example, another example is yung transgender. 'Di ba dati siyang babae tapos naging lalaki. So yun yung pinaka parang presentation ng transpersonal. Parang tumatawid sa ibang bagay. Gets?
Subconcept. Phenomenal field, the totality of human experience of one in the world. This refers to individual frame of reference that can only be known to be to that person. Ito yung tungkulin ng isang nurse na pangalagaan ang isang pasyente, pangailangan ng isang pasyente habang pinapangalagaan ang lahat ng mga tuntunin or mga medical sa hospital. Self, the organized conceptual gestalt is composed of perception of the characteristics of the I or me and the perception of the relationship of the I and me. The others and various aspects of life. Yung self naman is tungkulin ng isang nurse na itaguyod at pangalagaan ang sarili at suportahan sila sa kalusugan na nararamdaman ng pasyente. Responsibilidad din ng mga nurse na itaguyod ang mga kalusugan ng mga pasyente at pangalagaan. And time is the present is more subjectively will and the past is more objectively will. The past is before or in different mode of being then the past and being then the present. But it is not clearly distinguishable. Past, present, and future incidents merge and fuse. Sa time naman, ang time naman is paghahalaga ng oras bilang isang nurse ay tumutulong na bigyan ng prioridad ang mga pasyente. Para bigyan ng time ng mga pasyente at madiskartehan upang mas mahusay na pamahalaan o pangalagaan ang mga pasyente at mabalanse ang kanilang oras. Yun lang. Next.
Watson's theory and the nursing process. The nursing process in Watson's theory includes the same step as the scientific research process. So we have 4, which is assessment, plan, intervention, and evaluation. So the assessment, assessments also gathering the information about the patient's physiological, sociological, and spiritual status. Also, to identify the problem. So in assessments includes the observation, identification, and review of problems, and the formation of a hypothesis. Then for plan, we have the facilitate standard evidence-based and holistic care. It contains all of the relative information about parents, diagnosis, and treatment. So in plan, it helps the nurses to determine how variables would be examined or measured and what data would be collected. Then for intervention is the implementation of the care plan and data collection. Also, it is a care classification system which describe the activities that nurses perform as a part of the planning phase of the nursing process. Then lastly, we have the evaluation. Evaluation analyzes the data, interprets the result, and may lead to additional hypotheses. Also, evaluation focuses on the effectiveness of the nursing intervention by reviewing the expected outcomes to determine if they were met by time frames indicated. Next slide. Next slide po. So, analysis. It is undeniable that technology has already been part of nursing whole paradigm with the evolving era of development. Watson's purely caring suggestion without giving much attention to technological machinery cannot be solely applied. Her statement is praiseworthy because she dealt with the importance of nurse-patient interaction rather than a practice confined with technology. So Watson states the term soul satisfying when giving out care for the clients. Her concepts guide the nurses to an ideal quality nursing care provided for the patient. This would further increase the involvement of both the patient and the nurse with the experience is satisfying. In providing the enumerated clinical qualities process, the nurse becomes an active co-participant with the patient. Thus, the quality of care offered by the nurse is enhanced. So, also in analysis, it involves the examination of knowledge that underpins practice. So, as a nurses, we are responsible to assess and to learn our skills and identify our potential gaps in needs in professional development. So, which is very important is the nurse-patient interaction. Next, we have strength. Watson theory is the best understood as a moral and philosophical basis for nursing. The scope of the framework encompasses broad aspect for health illness phenomena. Also, the theory address aspect of health promotion, preventing illness, and experience peaceful death, thereby increasing its generality. So the curative factors provide guidelines for nurse-patient interaction as important aspect of patient care. So also, in Watson's theory, it considered using non-technical and evolutionary language to artfully describe the concepts such as caring and love. So doon papasok yung curative factors and caritas process to practice and experience the leads of the greater understanding. So nurse can care people, or as a nurse, we must care for people during some of most vulnerable and scary times of their lives. So, and usually we are the responsible for the contact for the patient and the family. So, Caritas factor are the one of the guidelines. It comes in nurse and patient interaction. So, bale yung curative factors and Caritas process, yun yung pinaka-importante na guidelines na kailangang matutunan din ng mga nurse para ma-apply nila sa patient. Next slide. Weakness. So the theory does not furnish explicit direction about what to do to achieve authentic caring healing relationship. Nurses who want concrete guidelines may not feel secure when trying to use this theory alone. Some have suggested that it takes too much time to incorporate the credits into practice. And some note that Watson's personal growth emphasized its a quality that, while appealing to some, may not appeal to others. So in weakness, so there is a weakness on Watson's theory. It is the biophysical needs of the patient because it gives the less importance, and the main focus of psychosocial needs are individual. So ayun yung weakness niya. Next is the conclusion. So Watson's theory continues to provide a useful and important metaphysical orientation for the delivery of nursing care. Watson's theoretical concepts such as the use of self, patient-identified needs, the caring process, and the spiritual sense of being human may help nurses and their patient to find meaning and harmony during the period of increasing complexity. Watson's rich and varied knowledge of philosophy, the arts, the human science, and traditional science and traditions, joined with her prolific ability to communicate, has enabled professionals in many disciplines to share and recognize her work. So, wait lang. So, Jean Watson's theory all about the caring. So, kita mo naman, di ba, yung philosophy na kinattribute ni Jean Watson is yung caring nga. So, it talks about the caring. So, the caring regenerates life energies and potential or the capabilities. So there are some benefits. So the benefits are the immeasurable and promote self-actualization on both personal and professional level. So caring is a mutually beneficial experience for both patient and nursing. So bale, yung caring hindi lang pwede sa patient. So pwede din siya sa nurses, as well as between all health team members. Ayun nga, hindi lang nakatutok yung caring sa patient lang, kundi sa nurses and lahat ng mga health professionals. So also, it helped nurses to develop the caring behaviors, reminding them the act of caring is extremely important part in healing process. Ayun nga, yung caring, sobrang important talaga yun. So as a nurses, we are responsible to care the patient, even other people that needs our help. So also, it emphasized that as nurses, we must take care ourselves in order to take care others. So ayun. So wait lang. So what is the main focus of the theory of interpersonal caring? So para hindi na tayo tanongin ni Sir Joke. The main focus of the theory of transpersonal caring is suggested that nurse who practice the art of caring provide compassion to each patient and families, and also to promote their healing and dignity. So patient can benefit the care provided by professional caring environment. So yung patient talaga yung pinaka ano nun, may benefit dun sa caring process ng mga nursing, yung mga care ng nursing. So, wait, saan yun? So, how do nurses apply Jean Watson's theory? So, paano maa-apply yung theory ni Jean Watson as a nurses? So, basically, it is the patient-nurse interaction where we can listen to the patient. Seeing the person or the patient behind the disease, paying attention to what they themselves are doing moment to moment and learn to care of themselves. Ayun nga. So, ayun, yung sa theory ni Jean Watson's, ma-apply natin yun as a nurses dun nga sa patient-nurse interaction, di ba? Makikita mo naman kung ano yung ginagawa ng nurses. Ang araw-araw, basic. Siyempre, di naman kasi isang araw walang di ba, patient, di ba? Di ba araw-araw may namamatay, di ba? May araw-araw ding may sinusugod na mga pasyente sa ospital. So, next, why is Watson's caring theory important in nursing? So, Watson's caring theory is very important, not only allows the nurses to practice the art of caring, but it can also contribute the expands the nursing own actualization. So, bali, hindi lang yung caring, hindi lang yun para sa talaga sa mga patient, pwede din yun ma-apply sa sarili natin, kung paano din natin nakikare yung sarili natin, tapos i-care natin yung mga other people. So, next, what is the importance or the purpose of Jean Watson theory? So, the importance is it is the critical part of nursing that provides background for idea that nursing is not just a practice, but an attempt to provide care for a patient and bring them to optimal health as individual. So, ayun yung importance ng caring na pinopose ni Jean Watson's. Next, the purpose is to unveil the true thoughts and attitudes and allow us to live more authentically in our relationship, because through caring, the patients improve their outcome and satisfaction. So, ayun. So, by the way, the type of theory of the theory of caring is brand theory that was developed by Watson in 1970s. So, ayun lang. So, next slide. So, so again, thank you for listening. And I hope everyone have a knowledge or they understand our report presentation. That's all. Thank you. Stop mo na yung recording natin.